So you presented a very different Thor in this film than we've seen him in the other ones. How would you describe his evolution to this point?
It's a more mature Thor. You know, I think in the first one there was he was a young, spoiled teenager when we met him, and by the end of the film he was beginning to transition into, I think, what we see here, which is you know, someone who understands the burden and responsibility of the throne and the weight that comes with it, and you know, approaches things with a little more intelligence. But there still is that same sort of temperament and slight naivety at times, you know, especially on Earth, which makes for some great humour. But yeah, it was nice to be able to come back and, you know, have another go at it.
So one of the reasons we love this story so much is the very polarizing and complex relationship of Thor and Loki.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it is about that relationship that fans love so much, and how has it been working with Tom?
Tom's the best, you know, and I think in amongst this, the fantastical world and heightened reality or whatever, that when you have something that is as truthful as that relationship, you know, it's two brothers and siblings, and everyone can relate to that or in some way or another. And I think that, you know, it's the constant struggle of you want them to get along, you know, but they just go in two different directions, so that, you know, and you want Loki to be good, but he just keeps letting everyone down or going in somewhere else. And I remember reading the comic books and kind of thinking, why would he forgive him this much? Or why would he, you know, because they keep coming back together and he keeps trying to see if there's, you know, there's some good in there. And but as we play it, you know, and we have scenes that we've had that really kind of encompass, you know, the frailty of that relationship. I think it works, you know, and I think that's the exciting thing.
So Kenneth Branagh has so brilliantly laid out the groundwork for just this rich world and Asgard and everything, and Alan Taylor seemed like such a great fit to just continue expanding on the story and introduce more of the realms. What was his approach like, and just kind of the energy he brought to set?
I mean, I was a huge fan of Game of Thrones, and that's Alan Taylor's, you know, or was his most recent sort of background. And this is definitely injected with that feel. You know, there's an organic feeling to the sort of heightened reality of Asgard. And yeah, you're right. I mean, Ken laid it out perfectly and set it up, and I couldn't, you know, having done the film now, I couldn't think of anyone better than Alan to take it on. You know, the world he created was, I think, you know, made it accessible, made Asgard feel like a real place. And you know, and that's a challenge each time, is to humanize these characters and not let them drift off into the stratosphere of gods or whatever.
What is it like to be literally a hero to kids worldwide?
It's cool, you know. It's, I mean, I think of films I watched as a kid, you know, Star Wars and what have you, and now to be thinking that I'm in something like that of this generation is amazing, you know, and that's the best thing. They're the best fans of the kids, you know. I had a kid a few weeks ago at the airport running around with a hammer, and it was funny because his mum said, "Oh, look, you know, it's Thor," and he turns around and looks at me and goes, "No, it's not," and he ran off smashing things with a hammer. I thought, that's it, I'm not Thor without the outfit, you know.
And why do you think AMC theater audiences are going to love this movie?
You know, because it ties right in with what they've already loved and turned up to see, which is Thor 1, Captain America, Iron Man, and Avengers. And this is, you know, it stays true to all of that, and it's a continuation, and, you know, it's the next level or advancement of where these films want to head. So.
Great, well, I loved it, and we cannot wait to have it on AMC screens. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.